Hi, everybody. Um, I remember the first time I set foot on West Nottingham Academy's campus. It's one of the stronger memories I think I have from my youth. I think largely because up until that point, uh, everything academically that came before that, I just spent a long time trying to forget. I stepped foot on the Nottingham's campus in 1995 as a very, very lost teenager. I struggled in school for as long as I could remember. I was failing out of every class I entered. Things I were passionate about uh, didn't seem like they were contributing to my long term success. And the things I struggled with um, seemed like more and more defined who I was and my existence. So I wasn't a uh, an artistic kid who loved the guitar and loved playing soccer and lacrosse. Instead, I was a kid that couldn't focus on one class at any given moment or one project at any given moment. I couldn't finish my projects. I could barely read, write. Um, that's who I was. And the day I stepped foot on West Nottingham Academy's campus, I was given the permission to reinvent myself using the resources that the school provided me. I was a part of the CLC learning program. I played soccer, I played lacrosse, I played basketball. I lived in Rush my freshman year. My first roommate was, my sophomore year. My first roommate was Bill Levan, um, who's still a dear friend. And to say that my time at West Nottingham Academy changed my life is a dramatic understatement. I live in New York City now. I have two kids. I've got a 3-year-old boy and a 1-year-old girl. My wife and I live on the Upper West Side. I've got I'm an entrepreneur. I've got a tech startup, and life isn't without its challenges, even today. But what I carry with me from Nottingham is the hope and the confidence that I'll be able to face adversity as it's thrown in front of me with a level of maturity and strength that only comes from having grown up in a very intimate and loving, supportive campus. Like I said, my name's Rehan Choudhry, and I am a 1998 graduate of West Nottingham Academy, and I'm the current uh, president of the Board of Trustees, also known as the board chair. I joined the board 2 years ago and accepted the board chair position in May of last year in an effort to close a wide gap between what the school was offering and what students needed. So let me start over for a second, or at least take a step back. Um, the world is crazier than it's ever been. As a business, we hit the 2008 recession like everyone else did, unprepared, and already struggling a bit. In the years that followed, every resource of the school was put into trying to restabilize the organization in order to continue on one promise that our students were going to get the very best of us. And they did. And they continue to. It's weird being a part of a generation that gets hit twice by once in a lifetime moments, at least twice in our case. But going through a global pandemic was enlightening because I came to a tremendous realization that our sense of community for West Nottingham Academy has the ability to define our future and the future impact we have on our students. So let me dive into our students for a moment. At a national level, young people are struggling in ways that they've never experienced in history, modern history at least. Rates of depression, anxiety, and suicide are rising faster than any other generation in modern history. It's affecting kids ages 12 to 22 years old. And parents are unprepared. And the way schools have historically approached education left them unprepared. There's a massive, massive issue going on with young people. And as an independent private boarding school and a nonprofit organization, West Nottingham Academy has a responsibility to step up and be an active participant, if not a leader, in a massive change effort to support young people. So, beginning in May of 2021, we started down the road of reevaluating every aspect of our school, every aspect of our educational model, every aspect of our business. Over the summer, we were very, very lucky to have Dr. Sandy Worth, a former associate head of school and part of the leadership team when I was a student here, come back as our head of school. And her and I, with the support of her incredible team, set out on a 8-month task of writing an entirely new academic program to better serve students who are dealing with problems that the world is still trying to figure out and try to understand. As we near the end of that journey, the most obvious question comes up. How are we going to get the resources to be able to initiate this plan? West Nottingham Academy is a business, but first, it's a school for young people. Second, it is a nonprofit organization. We're an organization that is supported by our students who are paying tuition, their parents who are paying tuition, but we're significantly supported by financial donations contributed by the broader alumni community. That has always been the case. In tough times, those donations slow down. And the last few years have been tough for everybody. But as a small, intimate, beautiful school in Maryland, there's never been a more important time for our community to join in our efforts and just help us. A few weeks ago, we started a fundraising campaign called the $1 Million Roundtable. That program is meant to raise, like the name suggests, $1 million to be able to give Sandy Worth, our head of school, and her team the resources that they need to enact one of the most ambitious academic plans I've ever witnessed. A plan that will change the way our students learn, the way we prepare them for their future, and the level of focus that we give on their mental health, their individual strength, and building their confidence and their hope that as they face adversity in their life, like I've faced in my life, that they can rely on what they learned on this campus, from this campus in Clora, Maryland on Fire Tower Road. This is a long video, and for all standards, especially for social media, so if you're still with me, I appreciate it. Here's what we need. We need you to give whatever you're capable of giving to this campaign. A $5 donation is valued as much as a $5,000 donation, as a $50,000 donation. Every single person's ability to contribute is different for a million different reasons. I don't ask you to break the bank, and I don't ask you to go above your means. All I ask is that you join us in ensuring that a new generation of students have the same chance that we had. When I went to Nottingham from 1995 to 1998, there was a program that was custom designed for the needs of students of that era. It is time we rebuild this school's story from the ground up to fit the needs of students today. Because at the end of the day, it's all about them. So please click the link below or visit our website, www.wna.org, or reach out to me directly. I'm at rehanc@gmail.com. And I hope that you still have a passion for the school. I hope your memories are as strong as mine are about this school. And I hope that you are still, in some way, shape, or form, in love with West Nottingham Academy. My love for the school has ebbed and flowed over the years, largely because of my personal circumstances. But I can tell you today, I've never felt more connected to this institution because it looks, feels, and represents what I experienced when I was 14 years old, lost, and in desperate need of community. Thank you all for the time. Please reach out. Please support. And hit us up if you have any ideas. Because we could always use smart people working on this effort. It's a new day for West Nottingham Academy. It's a new day for education. And we hope you'll get on board. Thank you.